back to another episode of Project Explorer, my weekly build series, mod series, whatever you want to call it, on my Explorer. So, if you're watching this and you're probably like, why is there still tape on the driver's side light? So, if you remember on the last episode I mentioned that there were some minor issues with the driver's side light, which is why it's still taped up. It's actually down here. There is still a little bit of film, so my dad's going to hit it a second time with the restoration kit, so we're going to figure out why that one's not as clear. This one though, this is the one I thought that would be a pain in the neck. This one came out perfect. I mean, like, there is still moisture in the inside of the light, which is why I'm proud to announce that the next mod on the Explorer will not be a halo kit, and that's due to the moisture in the light. The possibilities of it being shorted out by said moisture in the light is too much risk to take for 40 bucks. It'd be a waste if it just blows immediately. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to get a Magnaflow red pack muffler, and it'll sound really great. I've seen a couple of videos. I may try to insert a clip from one of the videos I've been watching lately. And it sounds great. Now, the one that I'm gonna put in the video is a universal muffler, so I don't know if the red pack will sound exactly like it, because the only video I found with the red pack on it was a very low audio quality, so I couldn't even tell what was going on, really. But it's gonna sound great. I'm really excited for that. Of course, as you all know, we got the seatbelt pads, which I showed in the glamour shots. But yeah, I just dropped my keys. Lucky, silly me. But talking about caffeine and octane again, I mentioned it in a short little face cam video I did yesterday. Basically, the long story short, I probably am going to go. Now, I'm not taking the Explorer just yet because I do want to get the exhaust done, I do want to get it cleaned, and I do want to do some other aesthetic stuff before I start taking it to meets and stuff modded. The taillights, like I said before, were one thing I really wanted to get done, and they're probably the cheaper mod. The headlights will cost me around 200 bucks for the whole kit, including the signal lights and stuff that I really wanted to get done. So that's going to be a struggle for right now. Let's hop in the inside though, and I'll show you guys some, the seatbelt pads again, just because y'all didn't see the installation very well until I didn't notice that until after I filmed that part, how bad of a job I did with that. So on the inside here, we've got the seatbelt pads over here. They're really nice in this lighting. It's been raining the last couple days, which is why I didn't film this beforehand. But it's still really nice in here, very clean, except for this leaf down there between my shoes, which is starting to bug me a little bit. And there for a while was a ton of glitter in the back seat, which I just cleaned up the other day. So I'm not a big fan of glitter. So I mean, it's turned out really well. This whole build series has ever since we started it with the oil stuff and the lowering video, and now the headlight restoration, and this, the announcement of the exhaust mods. Now, the exhaust mod video probably won't be coming for a few weeks, so there may be a couple other little episodes in here and there, just talking about the trucks and more until we get the muffler in, and then I gotta find somewhere that installs it. My high school body shop does it, or not body shop necessarily, but automotive shop does it. The teacher has helped students with mufflers in the past, so I also have minimum day, which is a thing at school where you can get out a whole class early. Well, I'm proud to announce as well, I did get partnered. If you guys didn't watch the little face cam video, I did say in there I got partnered. So now you guys won't be waiting as long for my videos. Most of the time, if I get them recorded early enough, they will be up by 10 a.m. each day, Eastern time. So if you're up around that time, that's when my videos usually start uploading from now on. Except for the weekend videos, I may not schedule weekend videos, because when I do videos on the weekends, it's kind of just last second kind of stuff, kind of like that face cam video was, which is why, if you noticed, I stumbled around a lot, didn't really do much in that video, was because it wasn't, I didn't have a lot of thought into it. I didn't, and I never script my videos, so scripting's never that big of a problem. So it was just like out of the blue, hey, why don't I just record a face cam video talking about being partnered and stuff? All right, I'll do it. And I did it. Y'all saw how bad it was. I was very stuttery, my words and stuff. But yeah, so there's a lot of plans still going for this vehicle. A lot of stuff I want to get done to it. The next up on the list is the muffler, and I'm really excited about that because it'll sound so great with the muffler on. Now, I was originally indecisive between the Cherry Bomb glass packs and the Flowmaster Super 40, And the Super 40 is like 2 times the price of the Magnaflow that I decided to go with. And the Cherry Bomb, you know, I like the crackle of the Cherry Bomb, but it sounds more ricey, kind of crotch rocket, not crotch rocket, like lawnmower sounding, kind of like a Honda Civic with a straight pipe on it, kind of stuff. Nothing that's wrong with that. Noise is cool and all, as long as it doesn't sound horrible like a straight pipe Honda. I've heard quite a few, especially out here where I live. You know, ricers aren't that big of a deal out here, but there are the few that are just like, I'm gonna straight pipe my Honda. Bam! It sounds like a lawnmower. So, but don't worry, that's not going on anymore. A lot of people were against the Cherry Bomb in the first place. I wasn't. I was very decisive. I was like, I want that Cherry Bomb for this truck because I wanted the loud noise and I wanted the crackling. But then I did more research. A straight pipe sounds identical to it. So I was like, you know what? I'll go with the Magnaflow and get that deep V8-ish kind of growl, while at the same time getting a really nice balance of loudness and, you know, subtlety. And I've always wanted the V8, so the Magnaflow, which does give off a bit of a V8 vibe, will sound great on this vehicle. So I'm pretty excited about that. But thank you guys so much for watching. This was a little bit of a shorter video. I think we got about 6 minutes in, but, you know, still a good bit of time for one of these videos. Hope you guys enjoyed the glamour shots. It's a big, long way to return after the episode 2 did have them, I believe. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. Easiest way to keep up with the build process, though, if I don't do an episode of Project Explorer on a build part of some sort, say I do the valve cover gaskets, I probably will do a video on that when I get those done, because for those who don't know, this thing does have blown head gaskets, I wouldn't be able to drive, blown valve cover gaskets, which is why it burns oil, and why I had to do that first episode. Even though I really overfilled it, even though I will be fine. I talked to my dad, and he said I should be okay, since it is still burning oil. But in case you guys are wondering, the easiest way to keep the build process is to follow me a wheel well. I will put it on the screen. It's literally the quickest, easiest way to keep up with this truck while it's going through the build process. Once it's done, though, my final plans are to be on the 2-inch and 3-inch long springs, like I said a couple episodes ago. Blackout headlights, you know, the legal ones that are black backs, except in the lenses themselves, where it's still kind of chrome. And the same story in the back. With a cam, the Magnaflow, and I did see a really peculiar video, and I didn't think it'd be possible, of a turbocharged Explorer Sport with the same 4-liter single overhead cam running a 18 psi of boost turbo on it. And I was like, oh, because for those who don't know, I love turbos. I have a weakness for the whistle, the blow-off valves, the boost, how hard it hits you until you spin and hit a ditch, but usually how hard it hits you. And I'm just a sucker for turbos. And originally I was looking at superchargers. They do have, I believe it was called an Explorer Express supercharger kit. And I debated that, but I was like, the turbo. I must get an 18 psi boost turbo put on this thing. It would be so sick. Of course, those won't happen until I get the motor checked, get compression tests done, valve cover gaskets, all that stuff I need done to figure out if this thing is going to need a rebuild or not, or just an overall replacement. Because if I had to get this motor replaced, there's a really low chance I'm going with another 4.0. Because if I have the money to get this thing replaced, it's getting a 5.0. For sure. Because, like I said, I've always wanted the V8. And it's not that much better on gas, because the 4-liter V6, especially in the early 2000s Ford trucks, the Ranger and the Sport Track in particular, they are horrible on gas. I mean, this averages about 12 miles to the gallon. And for those that don't know me in real life, I drive as slow as most people's grandparents. Not my grandparents. My grandparents are speed demons, but except for my dad's side, they're not really the fastest of drivers. But I drive slower than they do. So I'm a pretty slow driver. I'm very, very particular about how slow I go, because I want to make sure I'm not speeding, but I don't want to go so fast I get a speeding ticket or get into a crash and die. So again, thank you guys for watching this video. It's kind of long-winded. I've been ranting for about turbocharger the last 5 minutes. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next week's episode of Project Explorer. I will be having uploads, though. When I say I'll see you guys in the next video of this series, I'm just like, y'all get the idea. I'll see you guys later.